Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to jump right into a deep dive on DIY home decor today.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one. Obviously, everyone here loves saving money,
Who doesn't?
and everyone loves putting their own personal touches on their home and making it look nice. So
Exactly.
we're gonna see what we can find out about how to do that. Apparently, we can use simple tools like,
Yeah.
paint and glue guns and stuff to make a big impact. So,
For sure. Even if you've never done anything like this before, you know.
right, that's what they say. So,
Yeah, it can be very easy to get started and you don't have to, spend a fortune or
right.
hire a professional or anything like that.
Okay.
You
Well,
can do a lot of it yourself.
let's start with paint,
Sure.
because that seems like the simplest thing.
Yeah.
A fresh coat of paint can really change a room,
Yeah.
but it seems like it's more than just picking a color.
It is. Yeah. You want to think about the psychology of color a little bit? We've all heard of, painting your bedroom a soothing blue to help you sleep. But there's a lot more to it than that. Like, if you want a really sophisticated bedroom, maybe instead of just like a baby blue, you go with like a blue-gray,
Hmm.
like a really deep blue-gray. Like, there's a color called Evening Dove that I really like.
Okay.
And it's this really beautiful, kind of moody, sophisticated blue that has these gray undertones. And, you wouldn't put it in a nursery, but it looks amazing in a bedroom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh,
And, I've heard about accent walls too.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of painting the whole room one color, you paint one wall a different color.
Yeah, accent walls are great.
And that can make a difference too.
Absolutely. It adds depth and visual interest to a room. And
Yeah.
you can really kind of make a statement with an accent wall.
So how do you choose what color to paint the accent wall?
Well, you want to think about what you already have in the room. Like,
Mhm.
what are your main colors? What's the style of your furniture? And then choose an accent color that will either complement those colors or contrast with them in a really interesting way. Like, you don't want to choose an accent color that's going to clash with everything else.
So you have to think about the whole picture, not just
Exactly.
that one wall.
Yeah.
And you mentioned furniture. You can paint furniture too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can paint furniture. You can stain furniture.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have like these old pieces of furniture in their attics or basements, and they think about throwing them away.
Mm.
But a lot of times you can just give them a fresh coat of paint or a new stain, and they look brand new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's amazing what a little paint can do.
So if I want to try that, if I want to paint like an old dresser or something,
Yeah.
what do I need to know?
Well, the most important thing is to prepare the surface properly.
Okay.
A lot of people just want to slap the paint on and be done with it, but you really need to sand it first, get rid of any rough spots, and then you need to prime it. And primer is basically like a base coat that helps the paint to adhere better, and it also gives you a smoother finish.
So it's more than just buying a can of paint.
Yeah, it's more than just buying a can of paint. It's about, taking the time to do it right so that it looks really good in the end.
Okay, good to know. So we talked about painting walls and painting furniture. What about making our own art? Can we DIY that too?
Oh, absolutely. There are tons of easy and affordable ways to create your own wall art. You can frame fabric scraps or interesting pieces of paper. You can use stencils to create custom designs. You can even just paint abstract shapes or patterns.
Mm-hmm.
The possibilities are really endless.
That's cool. So DIY isn't just about saving money. It's about being creative.
Exactly. And it's about sustainability, too. Upcycling is a big part of DIY.
What's upcycling?
Upcycling is basically taking something that you would normally throw away and giving it a new purpose.
Okay.
So instead of sending stuff to the landfill.
Right. You're finding new ways to use it. And that's good for the environment, and it's also good for your wallet.
So you're saying we can find things to upcycle at thrift stores and flea markets?
Oh, absolutely. Thrift stores and flea markets are treasure troves for DIYers.
Oh, cool.
You can find all sorts of amazing things there for super cheap. And then you can use your imagination and your DIY skills to transform them into something beautiful and unique for your home. So what should I be looking for when I'm at a thrift store?
Well, the key is to look for items with good bones. That means items that are well made and sturdy, even if they don't look so great on the outside. Look for interesting shapes and textures. Don't be afraid to see the potential in something that other people might overlook.
So I'm guessing good bones means like
Yeah.
solid wood furniture, not like
Exactly.
particle board.
Exactly. Like, a lot of furniture from the 60s and 70s is made of really solid wood,
Hmm.
and it's super durable. So even if it's got like a dated finish or something,
Right.
you can easily sand it down and refinish it, and it'll look amazing.
Cool. What else can we find at thrift stores?
Oh, all sorts of things. Vintage glass jars are great for storage or for turning into vases. Old baskets can be used for storage or for displaying plants. You can even find old picture frames that you can repaint and use to frame new artwork or photos.
So I could find like a really cool old wooden ladder
Yeah,
and make it into a bookshelf.
exactly.
Okay, wow. Now I'm really excited to go thrifting. But what about making room for all this stuff?
That's where organization comes in.
Yeah,
A well-organized home is a happy home. Clutter can really weigh you down and make you feel stressed.
it's true. When my house is a mess, I feel stressed too.
Exactly. But when your home is organized, it feels calm and peaceful,
Hmm.
and it's easier to relax and enjoy your space.
So how do we get organized? Do we need to buy a bunch of expensive storage container?
Not at all. You can DIY a lot of your storage solutions. Yeah, like you could build simple shelves to take advantage of vertical space, or you could repurpose old furniture into storage pieces. Like you could turn an old dresser into a bathroom vanity with storage shelves, or you could use an old trunk as a coffee table with storage space inside.
Hmm, good ideas.
And when it comes to decluttering, the best advice I can give is to be honest with yourself about what you really need and use. If you haven't used something in a year, chances are you don't really need it. And if you're not sure about something, ask yourself, would I buy this again today? If the answer is no, it's probably time to let it go.
Okay, so be honest with yourself, declutter,
Yeah.
and then get organized with DIY solutions.
Exactly.
Got it. And you know what else I love about DIY? Decorating for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Holidays are a great time to get creative with DIY.
Yeah, it's so much fun to make your own decorations.
It is.
And it's more personal than just buying stuff from the store.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to save money, too. Holiday decorations can be really expensive, but you can make a lot of beautiful things yourself for a fraction of the cost.
So what kind of DIY holiday decorations can we make?
Oh, all sorts of things. You can make wreaths out of natural materials like branches, pine cones, and dried flowers. You can make festive centerpieces for your table. You can make garlands to hang on your mantle or your staircase. You can even make your own ornaments for your Christmas tree.
Wow, I've never thought about making my own ornaments.
It's really fun. You can use all sorts of materials like felt, paper, fabric scraps, beads, you name it. And you can get really creative with the designs.
So you're saying I don't have to spend a fortune on decorations.
Exact.
I can just DIY it.
Yeah, and it's a lot more sustainable too. A lot of holiday decorations are made of plastic and other materials that aren't very good for the environment. But when you make your own decorations, you can choose to use natural and sustainable materials. And you can reuse your decorations year after year. So it's a much more eco-friendly way to celebrate the holidays.
Awesome. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about paint, furniture, upcycling, thrifting, organization, decluttering, holiday decor.
It sounds like we've covered it all.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What's the big takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that DIY is more than just a way to save money or decorate your home. It's a way to express yourself and create a space that truly reflects your unique style and values. It's about being creative, resourceful, and conscious of our impact on the planet.
So if our listeners want to try DIY,
Yeah.
where should they start?
I think the best place to start is to just pick a project that you're excited about and dive in. There are tons of resources available online and in libraries. And don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. That's how you learn and grow. And most importantly, have fun. DIY should be enjoyable, not stressful.
Awesome. Well, this has been an awesome deep dive.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot.
me too.
So before we go, I want to leave our listeners with a question.
Sure.
What DIY project are you going to tackle first to make your home a little more chic?
That's a great question.
Happy crafting, everyone.
See you next time.